So, professors, in your own view, what are some of the benefits we derive from these multinational corporations? At least now you know some of them, like MTN, Unilever, EcoBank, okay, Total Energies, a lot of them, KFC, even Coca-Cola. Okay. What are some of the benefits we get from these businesses that operate in different countries? Just share your thoughts. Yes, Prof. Selek.
These employment opportunities.
Exactly. Employment opportunities or job creation. That is very true. Because imagine how Ghanaians were going to get or secure employment if not for some of these multinational companies who are operating in Ghana, right? So one of the benefits is job creation or the job opportunities or employment opportunities they contribute or they bring. Great. Number two, yes, Akoli.
The revenue income. Increase in revenue, sorry.
Increase in revenue to who? Make it more specific.
To the company or the business.
Okay, so another benefit is that in a way it increases the income generation capacity of that company because they are reaching out to different people in different countries, right? If you set up a business only in Ghana, your income will not be as much as if you spread it to other countries, but then you are getting more customers who are going to buy your goods. So that is true. Increase in revenue, right? For the business itself. Yes, any other benefits? Talking of revenue, you can also talk about increased tax revenue for the government. Okay, because these companies pay tax to the government. So their presence in the in other countries help those countries' government to generate more tax. So increase in tax revenue as well. Great. Any other point? Benefits of multinational corporations. We've spoken about job creation, increase in tax revenue for the government, and also in a way increase in revenue for the business. Yeah, Prof. Vero, go ahead. Yeah, Vero.
Sharing of knowledge.
Sharing of knowledge. Sharing of knowledge. I would have been glad if you added sharing of knowledge and culture, right? Because we have some Chinese businesses in Ghana, and because of that, Ghanaians are, learning some little Chinese culture, their food, their language, right? So sharing of knowledge and culture, that is very true. Thank you, Prof. Veronica, for that. Okay. Any other point? Yeah, Prof. Paddy, take it again.
Training and development opportunities.
Okay, so development opportunities, as in these companies also add to the development of a country. We can attest to the fact that the presence of some multinational companies in Ghana has helped the country to develop to some extent, and that is very true. Okay, so let's quickly go through our notes, pick up a few points, and then we can wrap up today's discussion. So the first point I have here is foreign direct investment. So we are saying that these companies bring some investment into the country, right? They bring in their resources to the country, and this fosters or enhances development, like Prof. Paddy indicated. So they bring their foreign direct investment into Ghana, contributing to capital formation and economic growth. This investment helps finance new businesses, infrastructure projects, and technological advancement. That is very true. You can imagine how our internet connectivity would be if not for MTN, Telecel, and all the other multinational communication companies in Ghana, right? So they add to the technological development and advancement of the country. 2, job creation and employment opportunities. I think we have spoken about that. The next one is transfer of technology and knowledge sharing, like one of our professors indicated, sharing knowledge. So you have Ghanaian workers sharing knowledge with China. This is even dominant in the construction industry. When the Chinese people come here to construct our roads, bridges, and other things, they share knowledge with our local or Ghanaian workers. Okay, so that is also possible because of this multinational corporation issues. Then market access and export opportunities. Market access and export opportunities. Had it not been for KFC being in Ghana, I'm wondering how we'll be enjoying that type of chicken they produce and all the fries and the crashes they do, right? So because KFC in Ghana, you as a Ghanaian, you have the opportunity to access what those in UK and US were enjoying, right? So multinational companies actually gives access to people in different countries, right? Okay. To them as a business too, is a way of expanding their market, right? Because they can't operate in just one country. If they spread to other countries, they are expanding their market and opportunities as well. I think Prof. Paddy hinted about the infrastructure development. Some of them MNCs are contributing to building of bridges, schools, etc. Okay. Well, so these are a few points. We have economic diversification, increased competitiveness, access to global market and network, and corporate social responsibility. I think we all remember this corporate social responsibilities. So multinational companies actually bring a lot of benefits, or they are very important to us as people, right? And these are some of the ways they benefit us: infrastructure development, job creation, knowledge sharing. I think you can remember these points and produce them. Government revenue generation, I spoke about that, because the government will tax these companies, and as they pay their taxes, the government gets money to fund its operations. Okay, so professors, today we continued our discussion with international business and multinational corporations. Our focus was on the multinational corporations, looking at what they are, their features, and their benefits. And I think we've done a lot of justice to these concepts. So there are some cases and some questions here for us to answer, but I think I'll share them with you. You have some objective test questions. I don't know if you want us to go through the questions together. Some of them are very cheap. Or I should give them to you so that you answer them and then I'll mark and you score higher marks. I think just about 8 objective tests you have here. So professors, I think I'll share the question with you so that you answer the objective test, right? Okay. So thank you very much. But if you have questions, we have a few minutes. You can ask your question and I'll address them. Yes, Akoli.
Yes, please. I have some few questions.
Okay.
So please, number one. The international, so the MNC.
Yeah.
That doesn't affect our countries. This one, access and resources.
Are you asking?
Because, for example, it's something like for example, if let's say if the parent mining company is at the Chinese place, they come to Ghana, won't they use our resources, our gold, our diamonds, our
Okay, I think I get where you are driving or what you are driving at. You want us to look at some of the disadvantages or the chaos that comes with multinational corporations. Yes, it is true. Sometimes they abuse our environment. So the example you gave, the Chinese extractive industry, they come and destroy our forest reserves, but I think that will be a topic for another day. Some of the
it's like
benefits of chaos.
say
Yes.
say so why that the government so why would the government take revenue for it? Like why would the government, like, how do I say
Okay,
it?
so according, the issue is that it's unfortunate that some of these companies come and abuse the system. And we can't blame
Yes.
them because you should know they are business persons. They are here to make their profit and go away. So if the structures in the country are not one that are robust, business would always manipulate the system because they want to make their profit. So you can't blame the companies for coming to destroy, because ideally, all those in the extractive industry, when you are mining and you clear the vegetation, you need to replant, right? But in our country, if they don't do that, who goes there to check them and put them in check? The person will go and take money and forget about it. Because after mining, you have to reclaim the land by filling in all the holes that you have dug, planting trees. These are all part of things they have to do. But so it's our country system you should blame, not the multinational companies. Of course, the government is only interested in the tax that it will get from the company and other resources it's getting from the company. They don't really pay attention to the mess that they also create after doing that. Okay. So elsewhere, they have strict laws as for companies that come to do business in their country, right? But in this our country, things are so relaxed, and you know the issue about I don't want to go there. Okay, so that's why.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
you're welcome. Any other questions, professors? Okay, thank you very much, my able professors. It was nice having you in today's class as well. Team Favor, congratulations once again. I would negotiate or discuss issues with your team leader or group leader, and you are going to get your awards or prizes. Thank you very much. Stay safe, professors. Take very good care of yourselves. And please let your books be closer. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
I see some people are jealous. In Favor is going to get some small bundle and
Bye.
bye.
Bye.